Good morning, insiders. How are you guys today? I'm Raja. I'm the founder of Thailand Real Estate Insiders. Today we have a really special guest. She's a good friend of mine. We're going to talk about how did this simple girl living a life as a flight attendant and selling insurance earn passive income in real estate, giving her time to do the two things that she cherished the most. That is looking after her family and teaching as a professor. After the end of a contract in her retail shop, then followed by cooking school for kids, today's guest could not take another big financial blow. She understood deeply the power of leverage in real estate and applied consistently till her monthly passive income became more than her monthly living expense. This may sound funny to you at first glance, but Roji, she's a mom, a wife, a professor, an insurance agent, does not earn money for a living, but actually has it make her more and more money so she could enjoy the life she wants with the people she wants. So let's hear it from Roji. Roji, tell us a little bit about yourself.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everyone. Yes, I'm Roji. My full name is Attendant Varamontri. Yes, I mainly grew up in a gold citizen. My mother is from the state and my dad is Thai. So it's a plus of growing up in Western and Eastern cultures. Yes, and when I graduated, I started to work as a flight attendant before. First, I thought I will try it for 6 months, but actually I really like it, so I stayed for 10 years. So
Wow.
it's yes, it's really great. That is the life of freedom or joy. So that's what I like about it, and that become my priorities in life. Of whatever I do, I have to like it, enjoy it, and it gives me the freedom. Yes.
Okay, great. Tell me the what you call the shift from being a flight attendant. While you were doing flight attendant, you were also being an insurance agent, right?
Yes. Yes. So as I told you that I like freedom and flight attendant really serve me of a freedom. So I have quite some time of free time. So during my free time, I look for the part-time job or something that I like as well, and that's what I found as an insurance agent. And then with that free time and part-time job, I did learn about insurance agent to really learn the overview of the financial planner of how to make good assets or make worth of your money or assets or passive income. So I started really to be interested in passive income as well. So from that combination of flight attendant and the uh, insurance agency, then I started to be interested in gathering or the assets that is the properties or the real estate um, field.
Okay. The point of view of many people interested or wants to do something about real estate is that it takes a lot of money to invest.
Right.
Uh, but I see that you don't think that way, right? Because as a flight attendant and also as an insurance agent, you have a different set of a different mindset. Tell me, like, where you were thinking it from, or like, why does it occurs as possible to invest in real estate, even though there's an assumption that it takes a lot of money?
Right, right. So it's actually your attitude or your scope of you need to know your goal, your objective, or actually your budget. If you are quite certain about your budget or your goal, then there are many choices for that land or property that in the scope of that budget. So for me, at that time, I know that the amount of money or the financial that I will spend or invest is this amount of money. For example, 10 million baht. There are so many choices or options of land, of the house, of the townhouse, of the condominium, everywhere in that scope. So you only focus on that scope of 10 million baht or 10 to 15 million baht. And then you come and look and you choose for the best one of how you can make 10 million baht to become 30 million baht or up to 50 million baht. So it's all about how you see that asset to become worth it or become more valued. It's actually about your state of mind or your attitude. Yeah. If I were to say, I was quite
Okay.
lucky because I grew up in a family of in architecture background, so that really supports me or help is a plus for me because my family, as in the architecture atmosphere, they always go for the best quality about the materials, about the uh, yeah, the design, everything. So just my point of view of what I like sometimes is not enough, but I could sort and give you this overview of yes, it's good, but how long will it stay? This material will stay forever. If this material maybe 5 years, so it's everything combination or all together. Yes.
So both your parents are in architecture and also your sister, right?
Yes.
And so what I got from your sharing is when when you have to purchase a property uh, that you're going to invest in, you ask your parents to come and see it, and they actually rainproofed it for you that okay, this is worth buying. And the point of view they bring it from is that the quality of the thing is good. There's good architecture. There's the workmanship and the craftsmanship of the furniture is good at the
Yes.
price that they're selling it for. And
Yes.
if you were going to live in there yourself, you see that it's worth the money you're paying for. Is that something that
Yes.
what you do?
Uh-huh. So I make it easier to look it in three components. Yeah. First is what you like. Maybe the location is good. Uh, what do you think serve your needs or what suits you? And number two is yeah your financial. Does it serve your budget? And number three, do you need a lot of renovation or is it good at its own or how much do you have to spend more if you need to renovate? Or if it's in a good quality, then you don't have to renovate. So it's like three things, three scopes that you need to look through it. Yes,
Okay, so the three scopes are one, the location,
yes.
two is the quality, and three, how much renovation is needed, right?
Or the budget, yes.
Yeah, the budget put into to for the renovation.
Yes,
Sorry, let's do that again. One,
yes.
the location.
Uh,
Two, does it fit your budget? And three is how much like the quality and how it's needed more, right?
yes.
Okay. Now, I don't know yours. I assume your speciality is buying townhomes and bungalows and houses and then renovate. What is your area of specialization?
My area of specialization is yeah the ready-made. I mean, I will buy maybe just an old townhome, maybe or the empty house, and then I consult with my family to renovate it and make it ready-made for the one who come and buy for ready to sell or ready for rent. Uh, so my specialize is to have it fully furnished for the one who come and rent or the one who buy and to refurnish or to buy and resell. Yes.
Okay, so what you're intending to do is uh, create a living place, like is there it's a house or a townhome where you finish the product for the person, either he's gonna buy it or rent it out to him, right?
Yes. Right.
Right? Let's walk through the process of doing that, right? Like a real life example. So can you give me a real example that you pick a home that you just did it that way? For example,
Okay.
how you start? You
Uh,
scout for place or somebody call you, or how do you start?
Okay, so real life example, for example, example was a house and it was kept for storage. But I just see it as it can do more than that, not just for storing what old
Where
furniture.
where
Yes,
where
at
was so there
Sukhumvit.
there
Yes,
was this
that's the
house, right? There was
that
this
is
house
the
that was a storage place, and you saw the
yes,
opportunity that it could become a living place, right?
yes,
And this was
right.
in Skumit Soy,
We saw 18. Yes,
Soy 18, okay.
18.
And
Yes,
then
because
how many square wire was it?
it was only 22 square watt.
22
And
square wire, right? And
four story. Yes.
four floors, and total how many square meters in living
Total
area?
is about 140 square meters. Mhm.
140 square meters,
We yes.
and the owner was selling it for how much?
That time, only uh, about 9.5.
9.5 million. This was when?
Uh,
Then-
yeah, this is, was in 2000, yeah, 2002. Yes.
2002. And I think now
Yes.
it's worth 25 million.
Yes, yes. Uh-huh. So I see that, yeah, it from outside, yeah, it doesn't look good at all. It just look like a haunting of a
It
actually a
looks like
very
what?
like haunting,
A haunted place.
haunted house, yes, like in the movie, where everyone just pass by, but it just look like, yeah, who owned that, or why it left out like that. So yeah, the owner just really has no place to keep all the old furniture and other things. So I just find out who the owner was and just talk it through. What do they really use for that place? And they said, yeah, she doesn't have any more. I say the daughters, they all live in the states, and no one to really take care of it. She
Oh,
herself, yeah,
okay. So
doesn't
so
really
she
want to look
doesn't
after
so
it.
she doesn't know who to give the place to after she passed away, right?
Yes.
And uh
Yes.
was she a motivated seller? Like, did she have an urgent reason to
No,
sell?
not really. I just talk with she said, yes, do that, sort of like storage or warehouse. So I said, um, I think it's in a good location like this. Why don't you make it like little restaurant or a tailor or massage place? Because in the future there will be a condominium right behind you. And she said she doesn't pay attention to that. She doesn't need anything. Keep it as a storage. It's good. So I told her, then can I do it? And she said that if if you want to come and do it, I said like, yeah, I can. I would like to try do it to maybe 10-year lease or rent it. And she said, if you
Oh,
wanna, yeah, if you wanna
so
rent it or you wanna lease it, okay, uh, you can take it and manage your own thing. So I said, okay, so we sort of like moving just a step of rent, lease, and then to sell it. Yes.
so the first thing you started with her was renting and leasing the place, and then
Yes.
you wrote down a contract where you have the option to buy. Is that it?
Yes. So we didn't really rent it because they started, I will help you to manage because I see that it's more value than just being a storage or a warehouse. So as we talk it through the conversation in that, okay, and she doesn't have to worry about it. I take over. I mean, I buy it and I can do whatever I would like to do.
So
Yes.
from
Mhm.
so you enrolled her into the conversation that so this is a burden to you. So instead of having it on you, let me have it. What you get in return is money also, and the
Yes.
headache of not having to look after the place anymore, right?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and then what
Yes.
did you do with the place?
Yes. And of course,
What
I
did
took
you do
my
with the place? You make it into a restaurant?
first.
Huh?
I took my family to, and
To
then
look at
yeah,
it.
set a
You,
budget to look it
you,
and set a
yeah.
budget for renovation.
So you
But
plan to
actually,
do what? You plan to do what there? You plan to do a restaurant or what?
I plan to do like a quick cafe, uh, like a little restaurant. of
Okay.
like a
So it's a
sandwich.
like a cheap cafe,
Yes,
daily time cafe like that.
uh, right. But basically, then when we just start clearing things out and renovated, when many people, I got the strategy plan, everything about my little restaurant named Pinto, and Thai Pinto, that, and it actually means the snack box. Then
Oh.
when I started the strategy, then many people, yeah, come in contact. Oh, is it for rent or for sale? Uh, and I said, okay, if you would like for rent, so this is the price. We could get.
Wow.
And
So after
yeah,
you,
amazingly, yes.
slow down, Roji, slow down. So after you got the place, then you asked your parents to see it. Your parents approved it that the quality and the price is good. Then you made it into a restaurant called Pinto, which means snack box.
Yes.
And then after that, then when it opened up, people started looking at it and say, "Wow, this is a good location." And the restaurant at this location is a good and ideal business venture. So they started asking with you, "Hey, would you want to rent it out, or would you want to sell the place?" And you said, "Okay, how much would you like to pay me for the rent?" Correct?
Right. Yes, and if they like, okay, you can have it next month, something like that. So it's sort of like getting to know the needs of the tenants or the customers, and then if I were able to serve their needs, so yeah, the deal is done. So that is just my concept.
All right. So after you got
So,
the place, how many people came and asked you that they
oh
wanted to
yes,
rent the place?
about 10. 10
10
people
people?
come within just 1 week. Yes, of
So
opening
1 week.
my Pinto.
So
Yes.
so
So, mm, so
can I ask you like what was the rent you were paying to the owner?
yes, because I it was my place. I mean, I already bought it, so my rent I set it for 20,000 baht. But when people,
20,000
yes,
baht. All right.
then when people
And
come
then you
to
how much you pay how much you put into money to renovate the place?
when we, at that place at that time it's about 300,000 baht. Yes. Mhm.
Okay, so you put 300,000 to make it into a good-looking restaurant, and then
Uh,
when people came and asked you, you
uh,
finally settle on a contract of what?
so when people start to ask, I say, yeah, 40,000 baht for the rent.
40,000 baht.
Yes, yes.
So if you look at you invested 300,000 baht, and
Yes,
then you're getting 20,000 baht return per month net after paying the owner.
yes,
You're already breaking in even in say 1 year, 2 months, right?
yes. Very true. Uh, so
When you saw this, when did you decide to buy the place?
when when did I decided to buy the place? About
Yeah.
less than a year, about 6 months after that. Mhm.
So
Yes,
after 6 months, then you negotiated with the owner and you say, okay, I'm ready to buy.
yes,
And the owner set the price at the beginning at in the initial contract at 9.5 million, right?
yes, hmm
Okay, and you said, okay, I'm going to buy.
yes.
So how did you bring up the how much was the initial deposit for buying?
Yes, same as everywhere. That is 10%. Uh,
So you put down nearly a million baht,
yes,
right?
right.
Did you get it from your own money or how did you get that million baht?
Yes, my own money. Hmm
So you put on the money that you earn from your insurance and from flight
Right.
attendants.
Yes,
Okay.
right.
And so after you put down 1 million baht, when was the next like when was the so then the other around 9 million you have to pay within 6 months or something?
Yes, so actually, when I used with the bank with the help of the loan from the bank, so he gave me 6 months to for for the another 90%. Yes,
So the bank actually approved the full 9 million.
yes, within. about within 2 weeks, you will know the result. So the bank approves. So yeah, so
What did you do that the bank saw it that giving you 9 million wasn't a risk for them?
uh, because we got the contract of the who going to rent. So it shows that the 3 year contract of the one who is going to rent this place can pay for the interest
Ah,
I usually pay, and also my income from because
okay.
I still working as a flight attendant. So it's sort of like show of the guarantee that I can pay the bank.
So
So
let me check. So the rent that you would get from the person who wants to rent will be 40,000 baht,
yes,
and
yes,
and you have a 3 year contract with them, and
yes,
then you also have an initial you have also have a income that you earn from
salary, yes,
your salary
uh-huh.
and your insurance. I'm assuming at 9 million you'll be paying the bank around 70,000 a month, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah. So
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 it's like
that's the,
50%, yeah, of about yes 60,000, yeah, almost 70,000 baht to pay to the bank. So from the rent is 40,000 baht, and then from the flight attendant altogether must be around, yeah, 140,000 baht per
what.
month.
Why did you consider that shelling out for from your own pocket 40,000 baht a month is a good investment into this? Like, how did you see that? Like it, yes, it eventually turned out into a very good, like it uh, triple its value already, and you didn't even have to pay the because most of the money was coming in from the ranch, right?
Right.
How did you know that if I pay 40,000 month, my money is going to grow exponentially?
Uh, because from the people who come and contact for the place, if this tenant turn me down, that will be the next one anyway. And the condominium that I said that it is going to build, it will be built for sure in that soil. And there's hotel, their guest house, their massage, their restaurant, their cafe. There's so many possibilities to be done. If no one will rent it, I'm quite sure that I will be able to manage it to earn an income similar to what I earn from the rent. So I'm quite certain. So what I really quite certain was, yeah, the location, and then of course as what I told you about the budget and the renovation process of all the renovation is done, yeah, with everything according to the standard of the fire exit and everything about the building. There's no problem of, oh, this is done wrong, you have to change it. There will be no, not that problem for sure. And from the quality of the wood, like my family suggest or consulted, this will stay for 20, at least 20 years for sure. So that, so the three things I was certain that
Okay.
I believe, if that I will be happy to own it or hold it, or if someone would like to buy it, they will get a good quality as well. Uh,
Well, so after you see what you knew that in the very near future, after the condo finishes, there's be a lot of walking traffic there because
yes,
people are going to come and live in that condo, and then the traffic would bring retail space demand like for massage place or a tailor shop or maybe a restaurant or something, right? So
right,
there's got anyway be ongoing people who wants to rent it over there. That gives you an assurance that the renting
yes,
is not the problem. Now
yes,
coming back to the place itself. So you had your parents checked over it. So the structure is strong. It's sturdy. The interior is strong. It sees a life span value of still 10 years to come. So you knew that you don't have to shell out any much more money to keep it going, right?
right,
And then
right,
you saw that with your own budget, you could shell out around 30 to 40,000 baht to pay the bank without having any uh, uh, emergency or like your ongoing
right,
payment to the bank is accomplishable, correct?
right, yes,
And
correct, yes.
after seeing all this, then you agreed to the deal.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, you made the right point that you need to see the overview and the future of you're quite certain that is possible. It's good to take risk, but you need to also be certain and take risk as well. Not risk 100%. It's more like 60% assurance and then 40% risk. Yeah.
Was this the first deal you did?
Yes.
This was the very first deal you did,
Not the first one, but during my first period of really
investment.
enjoying or investment or into the property or real estate.
Your husband also loved real estate, right? Like he
Yes,
invests a lot, right?
yes,
So
so
between you two, right?
yes,
How many property now do you own in like how many in your portfolio? How many properties are there? Is 30, 40, 50? How many?
so it's more like comes and go. Like we buy and then we sell and buy a new one and then rent and resell again. So um, mainly, yeah, it's not that much. It's still manageable.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
But yes.
Uh, is it only in Bangkok or you've done Chiang Mai, Phuket, Pattaya?
Yes, we love in the city or near the sea. So it's what we have is mainly in Bangkok and then in Hua Hin. Mhm. Ha.
Okay, great. Do you have any in Chiang Mai also?
Not in Chiang Mai. We almost got another one in Phuket, yes, but when we were in the boat stick, and we thought maybe it's uh, not quite good for us. We got the
Oh,
experience of
so
the
you went to
monsoon,
see,
so we almost could not make it back home. So
so you went to see the land
yeah,
using a small boat stick that can only enter that property
yeah,
via the sea. You cannot have a road into it, and then when you were coming back, you nearly had a shipwreck.
yeah, maybe yeah.
What adventures real estate endeavors bring? Huh?
Yes, very true. And yeah, so we
My grandfather, right?
yes,
When my grandfather, when in the 1960s, when he knew that there was going to be a new airport opening up in Suvarnabhumi area, right?
right.
He did the same. He went with my grandmother in a that kind of boat in the swamp where there are like snakes and crocodiles and all to buy the land all over there. I don't know what people.
Yes, very true.
And now we are lucky because he did that like 50,
Yes,
60 years back.
very true. Yes, yes.
Yeah, really fun. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So okay, having done that, so your passive income is now more than your monthly expense, right?
Right. Mhm.
Uh, can I ask how much the passive
Uh-huh.
income?
Yes, so if I were to say the all operation of all the property is about 30 places, but the
Wow.
real what we own is about 10 for now. But what we have done is about about 32 places. But now what we really own is about 10. Yes, so to to sum up the amount of what we really made from this real estate is about uh, to be monthly. Yeah, it's about 1.8 million.
So you're doing 1.8 million a month, right? And
Yes,
what's your monthly living expense?
Living expense. I mean the expense. Yeah,
Monthly.
monthly expense is about 60,000.
So you have around 1.7 million coming into you that you don't have anything to do with.
Uh, but yes, but as I told you, it takes time. So
Okay.
I've been in this real estate for more than 10 years. So you just, as I told you, need to set goal. Yes. Mhm.
I'm assuming that you're taking this 1.7 million but collecting into a little lump sum and then reinvesting again into properties. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, very true. So it's more like a business fund. Yes, that we still have to generate. If we see nice place, it's worth more, great assets, then we think uh, and we would make it, we would worth it in the next 3 or 5 years. We would accumulate to the value to be two times, 3 times, or 10 times. Yes. So this is the money that we plan for the property or real estate. Mhm.
Okay, great.
Because
Now,
there's always new place or wow place all the time. Even you feel like, oh, it's the last chance, but actually, yeah, maybe the last chance. If you didn't get this place, there will always another place that suits you, or it's the right one for you, or it's the best one for you. Yeah, that's what I believe in. Yeah.
so you think that even if you open up a request to sell to somebody and you don't get that, it doesn't mean that you lost anything. It's just that okay, keep on looking and then you'll get
Right.
the thing that
Eh,
you that
yes.
works that come your way, right?
Yeah, it's this the learning experience. You take from that comments why people don't take it. You take it seriously of why they don't take it, and what can you do to improve or let them say yes. So
Mhm.
from experience, from time to time, you will sort of know that there are basic needs that people look to, and you serve their needs. And in some place, what is their star, or what is their their good quality or strong points. And if that strong point serves the needs, there will always a customer for it.
Okay, now have that your monthly income that's from passive income is I'd say much larger than your monthly expense. What becomes possible in your life now?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's again a freedom of lifestyle. And as I say before that whatever I do for living or for my work, it has to serve my needs of freedom, of being able to share time with my family. My family, not only um, my family with my daughter, and my family with my parents, or my parents of my husband as well. Is the time to be together. Yes,
So
yeah,
family is important to you. You use your time to that you have the freedom of time now to be
yes,
with your daughter, and you also spend time with your family, your parents, and your
yes,
husband's parents, right?
yes.
And you also love that you. I think you're in at this moment you're in a school that teaches about flight attendants or something, right? It looks like
Yes.
from. Tell
Uh-huh.
us a little bit about that. I think that's also
Yes.
your passion.
Oh, thank you. Yes. So, as you know that, as I shared that I was in the airline industry for more than 10 years. So when I stopped flying, and then I become a yeah hands hands full of full time mom. And then now I still have the passion of a flight attendant, but I can't go back and fly again because I will miss my family. But I can see another passion is about sharing experience or teaching the one who would like to be the flight attendant. So again, I found my career as a lecturer or a teacher of teaching the students to become flight attendant, or not only flight attendant, but everything in the scope of airline industry. Yes.
Wow. So you not only do you work make your life work for yourself, but now as you have accomplished your ability in terms of finance, so you're contributing back to people by teaching what you're good at, that is a flight attendant, how to be of service in an airline,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Great.
So is yeah, like do we give back to the society? And I think what is important is to start when they are young, is of thinking of other people, or taking care of yeah the people around you. So I think
Why, why,
teaching the young ones
why is this
help.
important to you?
Is karma.
Oh, it's
Yes.
karma.
Uh, I
The
I
more,
I
the
really
more, the more you give, the more you get.
I really see it because I also see the property of real estate is the karma as well because it's about the four factors in life about place to live. Yeah, you got place to live, place to eat, and medicine. So place to live is part of the four factors of life. Yes, so I mainly go for the fact and honesty of selling or having a place to rent that is a good place and it serve the needs of the one who can and visit. And I think that is part of a good karma of they are happy for what they got or they're happy in where they stay. So this then it serves my freedom in life. Yeah. So I think that is mainly about it. Or if to put in another way, uh, if I didn't give a good place for them to stay, I will have to hold that place forever. Yes, no
Oh,
one will
okay.
buy it.
Yeah, so then
Yes.
yeah.
So if I make one place that it doesn't look good, like I say, like a warehouse, but to renovate or make it possible, make it livable, then people can stay. If no one come and stay, I can stay. So that is my concept. So I think it's linked with the karma as I shared. Yes.
Okay, great. Do you have a role model in real estate? Is there someone who you aspires to or you
Uh,
think is a role model?
yeah, not in particularly, but I look in like a company. Uh, my role now is like the company. If I were to say some future development is also my role model. Like in some land doesn't look appealing at all, but they make into open mall that become very famous nowadays. Or even
Which company
uh,
is that?
SF Siam Future Development, like the owner of
Sam Future?
uh, Siam Future Development, the owner of J Avenue, Dahlia, or the
Oh,
major cineplex starting from cinema, and then they develop the land to make an open mall for nowadays. Like during our time 20 years ago, there only mall that is yeah with aircon, but this changed the perception of we can enjoy the mall with the open door. Yes, and
mm,
yeah, other companies like yeah, uh, Asian Properties, City Smart, or Sanctuary, they keep developing themselves with, from small condominium to a big unit. They always have see the strong points of each place they have. Some place they don't have one bedroom at all. They only go for the the high end of 250 square meters is the the little one. Is the minimum space they offer. So I learned from all the big the company, the real estate company. If I were to say the role models are all the real estate companies. Yeah.
all right. So you're saying Asian Properties and Sensory, they each time they make they learn from it
Yes.
and
For
they keep
example,
innovating and creating better.
uh, yes, uh, like their strong points. For example, they will categorize like the address is for this type of customer, where rhythm is another type of customer, and
Better
they
and
will
better
yeah,
product,
or light
right? So each new product.
yeah each new product according to the economy situation at that year or that period of time. They are able to come up with the product or property that suits that serve the needs of their clientele. So that's how I really appreciate or admire or take it as a guidelines for me to manage my property as well.
Audience, if you want to celebrate Roji's accomplishments, you want to give her, ask her for advice, her email is there below.
Like,
And you can also leave comments in the comment box below. and she'd love to hear from you, and I love hearing.
ได้ค่ะได้
I think we have a lag, huh?
Yes, it
How
comes and goes.
how is this interview for you?
How? One more time, please.
I said, how was the experience of this interview for you?
Oh, okay, good. It's nice, great fun. It's my first time of the life, like so. Uh, Maybe some errors, but it's great fun and hope that it should be useful or relevant information for your clientele or for the insider. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, great.
Mm,
Thank you for your
mm,
contribution and for giving us a new perspective about what investment could be. And it's a
ได้
great learning experience personally myself to be having
Yeah.
this conversation with you. All
Thank
right,
you, thank you. Okay. Thank you
take
very much
care.
for thinking of me. And if I can contribute in other ways, just let me know. Or if you need someone, you line or email me. And if I can think of anyone, I will recommend it to you. ได้ค่ะได้
All right,
โอ
take
เคค่ะ
care. Bye
โอเคค่ะ
bye.
Have a nice day. Bye bye